Hi everyone, in the given problem statement of reverse node in K group, we are going to given an head of a linked list, reverse the node of the list K at a time and then return the modified list. So let us take the example of we are going to have node 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Although this has been classified as a hard problem, I don't think it's very difficult. It's pretty in the class of medium problem. But anyway, let us try to solve it. So here, right, our value of k is going to be 2. So we are going to count how many values we are going to add. So we're going to iterate through head. So we are going to add those values to our stack. So 1 and 2 we added to our stack. Okay, once you have added to our stack, then we're going to reverse it. So 2 and 1. So first it is going to be 2 and then 1 got added. Similarly, we're going to add, after that, we're going to add 3 and 4 to our stack or a list. And our value after reversing would be 4 and 3. And we are going to add 5 to our stack. But once you have added 5 to our stack, right? But the 5 is not, the length of this is not equal to our k value. So in that case, right, what we're going to do, we are just simply going to return it. So we're going to add 5 to our list. So this would be the basic principles of using a stack to store the values or an array to store the values. And once the values have been added to the stack and our the length of it is equal to the k, in that case we are going to just add those values in a reverse order to the newly created list. So if I jump to the Python solution, it would be easier for you to understand and make sense out of it. Let us jump to the Python solution. The first thing that we are going to do, we are going to initialize our dummy variable and initialize with the list node. And then we are going to create a variable called cur, which is going to have a reference of dummy. And now while head has a value, we are going to have a stack or an array with an empty list. Then we are going to have a balance, just having at this value to keep a track of how many times we need to keep on adding the nodes to our list. So the balance is going to be k and length is going to be 0. Now while head and balance is greater than 0, in that case stack dot append head dot val head equal to head dot next, and length would increment by +1 and balance is going to get decremented by -1 if length equal to k. In that case, for each in our stack, we're going to reverse it. We know the Python function for reversing. It would be cur dot next equal to list node of each, and then you're going to increment the cur. So cur equal to cur dot next. Else the value is not equal to the k, then you know reverse is going to happen and we are just going to add that value as it is. So in that case, for each in stack cur dot next equal to list node of each, cur equal to cur dot next, and at last we are going to return dummy dot next. Let me run the code. I hope it should work and there are no spelling errors. As you could see, the public test cases got successfully submitted. And let me run it for the private test cases and let me submit the code. So in order for it, right, let me click on submit. I hope it's going to be efficient enough. So as you could see, it's waiting 100% of the submission. So our code is pretty efficient. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.